Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day. So today's Friday the 25th of June 2021 and I'm happy to be here. Let us get right to what if blah, blah, blah. Let's get right to what the message of the day is. And here we go. Thank you, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know and what I need to share. I'm willing to share. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to receive. So here we go. There's our message. There's our card. Honesty and communication. Wow. Okay. Great. Okay. Let me tune in for a little bit. Let me pull in the whatever message I'm getting from this card. So the angels have come with messages that sometimes we are not sure if what we're hearing, what we're seeing, what we're listening to, that we actually believe. So honesty and communication is actually an inner vibrational, it's like built into us. What can I say? It's like DNA. So it comes with us. It is aligning with our higher self to be honest and to communicate well. And what I've known for sure is when there is a breakdown, when there is confusion, when there's definitely fear, somewhere along the line, honesty and communication has gone awry. It's not present. And I feel like that is what is occurring in our culture, society right now. So this card pops up when you're being given the opportunity to speak your truth. And you might have reached a point in your journey where you've got to be honest with yourself. Like, are you holding anything back, keeping anything in, not standing up for what you believe in? I was getting ready to come and do this morning and sort of asking a spirit, what do I need to talk about? What do I need to impart on people for the message? And something was coming up around the full moon energy and how things are around the full moon, how it brings things up. The summer solstice happened on Tuesday. The strawberry moon happened yesterday, well, actually yesterday afternoon in the eastern part of the United States. And so it's not an accident or a coincidence that the honesty and communication should pop up. So if you're thinking that a situation in your life or a person is getting you to the point where you're losing a sense of yourself, or you find yourself being drawn away from contentment, from joy, from happiness, you're being guided by this card and today to speak up and make sure that your point of view is heard. Connect lovingly with your own heart. Connect to your home, your yard. Honor what you want for yourself and what do you want for your life, and take time to reflect on what's most important to you, what matters, what in your life are you interested in pursuing, what in your life are you interested in flourishing, where is your interests. You might be fighting against someone else's flow, or even fighting against your own flow. So ask yourself, what's holding you back? What's getting in your way of living this incredible, beautiful, wonderful life? Here's what I know for sure in studying with let me go back over to here. There we go. Right. Here's what I know from sure in the study group that I'm with. There's a private Facebook group that go with it, and I tap in every once in a while. And I'll be honest in communicating that some of what I have experienced with the social media platform known as Facebook, I'm not as adverse with Instagram, although I believe Instagram is the new way of connecting. I believe that you sort of have to do that with a mobile device, and I like to use my laptop, but that's fine. That's my truth. What I've also learned is the feeling of resistance, which I have typically linked to being fearful. Going into something kicking and screaming because I'm fearful. And that's usually what happens. If you look at animals, particularly domesticated dogs, if they don't know you, they're barking, they're making lots of noise, they're scratching at the ground, they're snarling, getting, quite upset. And it's because they don't know what you're going to do, or they're trying to protect their territory, or they sense something that they believe is not safe. That's what we do. Everyone does it. Humans do it. There's this fear of the unknown. There's this fear of if we do something, it's going to have negative repercussions. So this is where the honesty in communications come from. There are an awful lot of theories. There's an awful lot of banter going around as to why something happens, why it doesn't happen. Up underneath it, all of that chit-chat is going on because it is taking the peace, the balance, the joy, the happiness, the things we came here to do, the things we came here to experience, is taking that away. There's also the idea that someone else's truth isn't your truth. And you can keep it under control. You can keep it into yourself. And sometimes it's good to do that. Sometimes sharing yourself and sharing your information that if you share it with somebody, that you are actually going to get an adverse reaction. I've seen a great deal of that occurring lately, more often than I want to even admit it. A person has an opinion. That opinion's not shared by other people, yet they seem to feel like it's time to yield that opinion all over the place, knowing that by standing in that opinion, they're going to create a bit of a controversy. It's going to raise people's, bristle them up. I will say raise their hackles, but that's on dogs, but bristle them up. You're going to get a reaction. It reminds me of young ones, 18 months to 3, who push the boundaries of what's acceptable behavior and what's not acceptable. They know that if they do something, it's going to get a reaction, and it's likely they're looking to see what kind of reaction it gets, testing boundaries. That's what adults end up doing. They test boundaries of what you believe and what you don't believe. It's a bit like, will this person comply to my way of thinking? Can I manipulate this person to comply to my way of thinking? All of that is not honesty, and it's not communicating in a healthy way. So here I have to say, the only honesty and truth that you have in communicating is with yourself and the power that put you here. We are now at the point where if you follow the summer solstice, the winter solstice, the brightest day and the darkest day of each year, there are 28 days in a moon cycle. And if you think about it, the summer solstice and that energy of full moon and summer solstice energy is still around us. It will be for a little while, probably for the next 28 days. And you follow it and you put out there what it is that you would like to achieve within the next half of the year. So by the 24th of December, we come together with the winter solstice, the darkest day of the year. And the same thing occurs. We tend to, in traditional, whether it's pagan or other traditions, reflect on what it is that has brought us to that point, the darkest day of the year, or the shortest day of the year, if you want to call it that. The lightest day of the year, or the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, is about opening up. It is about claiming. It is about manifesting. It is about making the magic, making most of the light, making most of the energy, making most of what we have to forge ahead and transform, transmute all the things that we wish to have come into fruition. The darkest day of the year, the 24th of December, is a similar thing, but it's more about reflecting on what it is that is standing in the way of greatness. And what it is, like you talk about new resolutions, new revelations, new things that are coming. It's a reflection of how we got here, what took to get us to that point, and what we need to release in order for the longest day of the year to have a platform that's ready to do something new, that's ready to have another big wish. So you see how that works. The summer, opening up to getting it, manifesting it, wishing big, asking, communicating, truthfully opening up. The winter solstice is reflection, retreatment, restoration, coming into yourself, strengthening, and seeing how the things that you put out there in place have manifested. All the way along, any one of these two polar opposites, the shortest and the longest day, the journey between one to the other, I now believe, should be anchored in 1% better, 1% more, 1% improvement, 1% of a shift to greater shift, if you will. So looking at being honest with yourself and truthful with yourself, being mindful of what's missing and discarding what's not working. And that includes people, that includes opinions. Now, you've got people in your life that it would be rather challenging to say, well, I no longer align with you, so bye-bye. That's rude, hurtful, and has repercussions. Well, let's just say, for instance, what if you do have somebody that for the longest time you have felt hasn't been truthful and honest, or doesn't align with your truth and your honesty? Well, love is love is love. And if you truly do love a person, you accept them as they are and as they're not. But you also love yourself too. And sometimes your energetic field, your growth, what you bring to the table, what you believe, what your truth is, won't align with other people, especially if you're in a growth mode, if you're choosing to change and other people are not choosing to change. They are, sort of quite happy with status quo. They might look at you like, well, hang on a minute. This is how you were. This is how you present yourself to me. But that's not how you are now. Well, you're allowed to be different. You're allowed to, I call it coming back, returning to source, returning to your roots. Realizing that every so often we need a spiritual tune-up. And you may have been reflective in sitting back thinking this world has gone particularly crazy right now and no one really knows what end is up. That's reflecting, that's watching, that's being an observer of what's happening. Still truth, it's still honesty. You're just not choosing to have an opinion about it. You're not choosing to stand and shout and wave and draw your fists up and do whatever that is. That's not to say that you're against what someone else is doing, because you have to respect their truth and respect that's how they choose to react and respond. So if you are coming up against folks who are slightly have a different degree than you do, when you love them and you care about them, just be observant. And if there's a point with which you find yourself becoming more and more at odds with this belief, or you feel that perhaps your friends, your relatives are concerned about how you're growing, how you're changing, then it will be time to have an honest, truthful communication with them, a chat with them. And it comes up, trust me, it comes up. You will get asked. You will have people come to you. When I find that happens, it's a fantastic learning opportunity. It's an opportunity to get clear and get real and do it with truth and love. Nothing gets accomplished when it's a reactive communication. Nothing. And when you find that people, places, situations, and stories become dramatic, heavy, unhealthy, that pulling you down, that get on your nerves, oh my goodness, here we go again. Put yourself in a bubble of light. Lift yourself up above it. Raise your vibration. I learned yesterday in one of the videos I'm watching, where is that one I wrote? My energy is more important than manners. I wrote it down because I think, wow, that's so brilliant. Now, I'm not backwards when it comes to being forthright, honest, truthful, sometimes blunt. And I find it amusing that I do so for the highest good of most. But I have a way, it's a bit cheeky, of delivering that. Seems quite like, oh, okay, well, there you go. I happen to believe that every single person deserves the benefit of the doubt, and they deserve to not to be berated or insulted, but listen, this is what I feel like would be a good choice, especially when it comes to hair and what we're going to do with it. What I also find about artists, we're sensitive, we're creative. You can't have that organic creativity without having some of the nuances that go along with it. You know, we work on a soul time, if you will. It takes a while to create this stuff. Sometimes I work with somebody much longer than I would normally. There's a lot more work involved. I like what I do. I love what I do. I absolutely adore it. And even more now than I ever did before. Because I now appreciate the fact that, well, I'm still doing it. Wow, I'm still having an interest in it. I'm still loving meeting people and finding something golden about the way they look and the way they, carry themselves when they leave. It is such a gift to be able to give. I didn't always feel that way. It was always like, here comes another one. Got 4 more today and I'm done. That's not necessarily the nicest way to go about doing hair. To be able to have the gift to do this, to be able to sort of bring it all in together right now at this point in my life and my career, to me is a blessing in itself. And that's what keeps it going. That is me being honest and communicating with myself. There are times where I have to take some time out, step back, retreat, raise my vibration. I feel like sometimes I need to go and speak just to hairstylists and sort of open up their spiritual connection. Get spiritual, talk to your angels, your spirit guides, get into that whole thing, because you're mixing with all this energy all day long. And it's time for you to heal it. Close it down, retreat. All right, my friends, I think it's time to read from Melody Beattie's book. Remember, today's about honest communication with yourself. Put in what's missing. Ground yourself. This is just too wild how this all happens. That's today's message from this book. So much of our growth is spiritual. Sometimes we fly so high our soul soars into the heavens, touching life's magic, sailing into the high spiritual realms. That is as it should be. But we need to be grounded too. Even the tallest trees, the one that reaches hundreds of feet into the sky, has roots that go deep into the earth. The higher we want to travel on spiritual planes, the more we need to learn to ground ourselves. Our roots need to go deep into the earth too. Touch things that grow in the earth. Walk on the grass. Sit on the ground. Feel its presence, its solid, grounded energy. Rise up into you. You are a soul and a spirit, but you have a body too. Remember and nurture your spirit, but take time to attend to your body. Connect with what is physical. Connect with energy of the earth. Do the simple tasks that connect you to life on this planet. The day-to-day short chores that connect you with your body and rhythms of the world. Grow spiritually. Let your spiritual growth be grounded in daily life and the things of the earth. This is how you stay grounded. That's how you honor your body and stay connected to it. Grow spiritually, but let that growth reflect and honor an embodied life. Just as the body and workings of an airplane give shape to the idea of the airplane and allow it to fly, your body gives shape, form, and freedom to your soul. But even airplanes need to land sometimes. Learn to tell when your body and soul need to come back to earth. Ooh, this is right here. This honesty and communication, people. Take time to get grounded. Then you'll be able to soar. You know, it's fantastic that this message, I was just thinking, I'm actually asking spirit guides to give me a message about, ooh, how does that play in? And there's something else. When I pause like that and sort of look away, they're downloading the stuff. All it to say, it's fantastic that we have these long days to spend in nature in summer. Many go to the beach, many go to the mountains, but they're going somewhere and connecting with nature. That might be go to your local nursery, the garden part of your home improvement center. Think about connecting to the plants and the flowers that they have on discount that they believe are dying or need to be put in the ground or need to be grounded. Many of them are almost being given away. They're on such discount. And think of how you're saving the plant, the flower, see how you're saving those plants, those flowers that were nurtured from seeds by a nursery, brought to the place for sale, and someone said they didn't want them. Look how you're nurturing them. Look how you can bring them along, save them, and how you can then be kind to Mother Earth and kind to yourself by saying, listen, I'm doing something incredible. I'm giving life to something, but also giving life to yourself. I think it's time to meditate. Bring your feet flat down to the ground and bring your palms up. Take a big breath in. Release and let that go. Make a connection with your conscious breath. Conscious breath is you being aware of every inhale. Bring something of the universe into your body. Every exhale, surrender something up to the universe. New life in. Use life out. The more you breathe, get relaxed. Begin to see that golden light come down from source energy down through the stellar gateway. That's the ring above your head. Down in through your soul star that's right above your head. Like, think of it as your personal halo. And then into your crown chakra. That's the physical part of your body. That's the top of your head. Allow this golden light from source energy and be grateful. Thank you, source energy. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for recharging my body and my soul with your light. Bring that light down into your face, your brow. Feel how your eyes, the eye sockets, the ears, your nasal passages are all being healed. Come down into your throat, your chin. Let this golden light wash down over your shoulders, into your collarbone, down both shoulders, shoulder blades, your scapula, your arms, your upper arms, elbows. Breathe and draw the light down into your forearms, wrists, and every single one of your fingers. Continue moving down your torso into your chest, filling your heart space, your lungs. Move down into your rib cage, the area, your thoracic spine, your lumbar spine, into your kidneys and your liver, your spleen, your pancreas, all the inner organs, the digestive system. Bring that light. Let it wash down through your belly button into your genitals, down into your hips, legs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, tops of your feet, every one of your toes and the bottom of your feet. Allow that light to fill up. It's endless. It keeps flowing down through source energy, down through your body, expanding out. Stretch the auric field around your body 4 to 5 inches and let that glow be something that attracts other people, other energies, other angels, other angelic entities toward you. And keep on breathing, relaxing, letting go. Reach the soles of your feet deep down into the depths of the earth. Allow Mother Earth to nurture you, ground you, keep you safe, and strengthen your roots around the crystalline layer of the earth. Know that the crystalline layer of the earth that you're on is transmuting and transforming all that needs to be released and let go. And through the other part of the earth towards the southern hemisphere, that energy is being drawn up through, lighting and energizing and replenishing and re-energizing all source energy on the southern hemisphere of planet Earth. And just as the energy from the southern hemisphere is being drawn down into Gaia's gateway, it so flows up through, replenishing you. The cycle of transmutation, transformation is constant, never ending, just like breath. Be conscious that your roots are grounded. You are grounded. Thank you, angels, for revealing to me how I can replenish my body and soul. Thank you, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know about nurturing myself and grounding my body. Thank you, energy, angels, Christed light, ascended masters, for reminding me of your presence and reminding me that I am one with the earth and with the heavens. Thank you for blessing me with the food that honors my body. Thank you for blessing with the oxygen that honors my body. Thank you for blessing me with the energy that honors my body. Just spend a few moments feeling grounded into the earth. Bring to mind a deep forest with trees. Imagine your feet on the ground, your seat on the ground. Think of your hands pushing down into the rich soil of a forest floor. As you breathe in, imagine what the forest smells like. How clean the air is by the oxygenation of the leaves on the trees and the breathing of every single one of the trees that stand. These visions of the forest, the grounding you, replenishing you, absorbing your negativity, replenishing with high frequency light. Use your clairsentience, your imaginary smells. Use your clairaudience, the imaginary sounds. Even use your clairvoyance, see what you see through the window of your soul. Hear what you hear through the window of your soul. Smell what you smell through the window of your soul. Feel with your hands what you're touching with the window of your soul. Let yourself relax and be one with this peace. Let yourself be loved and nurtured, grounded by the love of Mother Earth. When you feel ready, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. This allows you to come back into the here and the now. Become aware of your feelings, the physical peace. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say namaste. Namaste, a beautiful greeting. It's the light, the love, the peace, the joy, harmony within my heart honors exactly the same with you in yours. It's like seeing each other on that soulful level, that blissful level, that loving level, where no judgment exists. Right, my friends, thank you so much for letting me share that with you. Honesty and communication, meditation, get quiet. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back here soon, I'm sure. Bye.